Hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to episode 28 of this Let's Play Heart of Iron 4. This is the Kaiserreich mod. We are the army with a state. We are Germany. In the last episode, we continued our offensive into the Soviet Union, and we are pushing them really quite hard. Oh wow, you're actually super close to capitulation. I had not realised how close you were. Really? That close? Really? 77% national unity. I thought it was higher than that. But even with 77%, I'm surprised that you're capitulating after I've taken this much land. That's insane. Downfall and stability. We're now on average. We shouldn't drop any lower though, so that's fine. We're still breaking our way across India. But as soon as the Soviets drop out, then everything is just going to collapse and we're just going to sweep ahead and then probably take out Japan in about 2 months. Maybe 3, because it takes us a while to get there. United States is still going to be a bit of an issue just because we have to make a landing. Now that does actually remind me. I was going to start justifying on South America, but I don't actually have the political power to do that right now, so I can't. So there's that. Alright, lots of naval battles. Lost a destroyer. Lost a destroyer. Lost a destroyer. Ooh, they lost a battle cruiser, a destroyer, and a couple of aircraft. Lost a destroyer. They keep on sinking my destroyers. Stop going after my destroyers. Light cruiser. Okay, thanks. Light cruiser. And then a destroyer, naturally. And 3 transports, but not mine. So we do have troops coming in over here. You are assigned to that. You should be expanding outwards. And the tanks that I've sent over there should also be on their way. How far are you? Okay, you're just approaching Suez. Alright, cool. Apparently China still is fighting. They have a lot of troops over here, so maybe the Soviets won't just disappear. We'll see. We'll see. Meanwhile, how is the attack going here? I mean, they're starting to react. They're obviously strategically redeploying, considering how low his organisation is, which would suggest that I need to be rather more aggressive about expanding. So let's put you on aggressive and let's start pushing out before you can trap us in this little corridor. Ooh, that was a tank. I saw a tank. Oh cool, Qing Empire sent in tanks. Fantastic. Alright, you. Let's put one of you guys up there, shall we? Okay, you're spreading out there. Good, so Qing China is sending a lot of troops that way. The Dutch, it seems, are invading Thailand, which is interesting. Well, they're going from Indonesia, so it does actually make sense. Okay, so we've cut them off. Tibet. We are at war with Tibet. Aha! Aha, aha, aha. Naval bombers. Alright, 70 days. And then we have the carrier naval bombers, at which point our carriers suddenly become dangerous again. Huzzah! And I think I will spend all of my air experience on making those naval bombers ridiculous. Combined arms. From the land doctrine. I think this is the Soviets dropping out. This is a major lag spike. No, it wasn't. Interesting. Alright, what's next? Plus 2% reinforce rate. For the whole army? Yes. Okay. Cool. Alright, Soviet Republic's 99% towards capitulation. So we just need to take a tiny little bit more. And then it's GG, Soviet Union. Cool. And yeah, we have tons and tons of troops just marching in through India. Alright, cool. How are we doing here? Okay, so China is sending loads of men. Now, one thing which I had not considered, and which I totally should do, is I wish to modify your Lend-lease. I wish to start sending you some aircraft. So I'm going to send you the really old, crappy models. We'll send you those, we'll send you those, we'll send you those. We're not going to send you the carriers, because we're probably still using them. We'll send you... I have no idea which ones are the good ones. Can you please tell me what tier these planes are? That would be lovely. Well, basically it's going to be any planes that I am not producing. I'm not going to send you all of them. I'll send you that, I'll send you that, I'll send you that, I'll send you that. Oh wait, that's something I'm producing. Not that. And I'll send you those. And we will send you all of those units once. It's because there is actually another country that I also wish to supply with aircraft. Oh, it's supposed to be all the numbers. So hopefully I can just do this. And it will just send whatever I have. Once. Alright. That's the Lend-lease to you, and then the other one is to Middle Africa, so you can deal with these guys. Start Lend-lease. Aeroplanes. We'll send you those. No, not those. Those. And that should do. Right, are there any other countries that we can send planes to which make use of them effectively? And any other, like, particular areas of conflict? I'm not sure. Send. Middle Africa is accepted. Qing Empire is accepted. Good. I don't think we're allied with anyone that would make particularly good use of them right now. So I might just send more to Qing Empire, because you have the manpower to actually make use of all these planes. So we'll modify that Lend-lease when we are able. Okay, are we still expanding outwards? Kind of, but not really. Okay, we're expanding that way. You're attacking here. Don't do that. And you guys, with the exception of you, attack him. You should win. Marvellous. Alright. Princely Federation has capitulated. Okay, that is a big chunk of India, which is ours. Oh no, it's actually switched to the Australasian Confederation, which are our enemy. Went to the Entente, really? Alright. And we are sinking lots of Thai convoys. And they sank a German submarine. And probably out here, another light cruiser, destroyer. We definitely need to beef up our navies out here. Another light cruiser, yeah, look at how many ships we have here. It's probably because loads of our ships are detached. And they just head out again one at a time, which is kind of silly. Except no, they don't. They stay out, even if they're underpowered. So can you please just run away if you think you're going to lose the fight? That would be lovely. Okay, so Soviet Union still hasn't fallen. Qing Empire I still want to keep sending more planes to. Modify Lend-lease. We will send you the rest of our planes that we're not producing any of, which will be all of those. Once. Loads. Send. Alright, there you go. It'll take you a while to get them because you don't have enough convoys, but that's fine. Alright, how far away are the tanks? These are the tanks? Those are the tanks. Okie-dokie. Come on, Soviets, just give up. How are we doing down here? Right, we never actually pressed the trigger. So, press the trigger. And let's go after them. Why don't you just take that? Just an idea, you know. Nothing radical. Okay, so we are pushing up through the steppe. We're still pushing into Russia. Finland's finally getting their act together and pushing through that. Excellent. You guys are doing your thing. You all have sufficient orders to keep yourselves busy. You guys don't. So, India tanks. Ooh, you have a big border. Alright, we're going to cancel your current orders. We're going to say your front is this bit. And your job is to take everything to the south. Go. And then the other group, which is you guys, this is going to spread you out quite a lot, because you have a massive line. Oh well. You're basically just going to be holding the line until the tanks arrive. Until the tanks have done their bit. In fact, your orders are almost done. So your next objective is to get over there. Go. Now, does that mean I can expand the Marines line and reduce yours? Short answer is yeah. So we're going to reduce you down to here. We're going to increase yours. to there. Alright, off you go. Marvellous. Alright, cool. Are we able to push out here at all? Yes, we are. Especially in this direction. Cool. And the Qing Empire seem to be sending in a lot of tanks. Did I send them tanks? I don't remember sending them tanks. They certainly seem to have a lot of tank divisions, which is awesome, frankly. Oh wow, Thailand is looking rather unhealthy. Have you been bad and used all of your manpower? No, not really. Have I been bad? Yeah, apparently I have. Interesting. Okay, so I need to switch manpower laws, like, as soon as possible. I'm not using over 100 factories just because I don't need them. And it will just slow down the rest of my production too much because it will be absorbing resources. Push. Thank you. Are we still going here? We are indeed still going here. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. Have the tanks arrived yet? I would assume there they are. No. Okay, so where do we have large navies that we don't need them? Particularly. Bay of Biscay. Well, I guess we are at war with Spain now, so we do need some ships over here, but I could move some. I'm going to strip out a bunch of these ships and send them over to the Pacific once we've actually got the carrier aircraft. Okay, this is another... Nope, still no dis... Wow, Soviets are... This last 1% is lasting a long time. Actually, speaking of the 1%... no, our aircraft are still more or less where I'd need them to be. With the exception of you guys. So you guys... Drop you in that airbase. And then here. Go. And by all means rebase. Thank you. And... You guys may also rebase if that's more efficient. Okay, cool. Keep up the good work. Now, part of the reason I want to give aircraft to my minions is because they'll spread out to the areas that I'm just not bothered about, because too much micro. So that is why I'm perfectly happy to then send them planes, plus it does also massively reduce the number of silly planes that I have, so I don't have to keep going through a million long list of aircraft. Hey, we're actually generating manpower. Not for long, though. Okay, so Japan is arriving. They've still got full manpower. So we're going to have to do some work to expand out of here, but I'm hoping once the tanks arrive that we will have the punching power to do so. Speaking of which, how strong are our panzer divisions? They are really strong. Okay, that's totally fine. What year is it? 47. 3 more years until I can get modern battle tanks. Just gained another bunch of manpower for some reason, which is immediately dwindling. I'm still on volunteer force. Oh no, yeah, I am. I'm still volunteer. I'm only just going to have to switch in 1947. That's kind of crazy. Germany's basically going, you know what? I think it's time to start getting serious. Yeah, this war is just about starting to get to the point where we need to start really actually putting in an effort into winning. Then again, maybe not. Right. 3 months. So March. By the time March is over, I want China. That's not going to happen. Who am I kidding? Okay, so Marshal, your role is to hold the front line. And you're going to do that. No, you're not going to do it there. You're going to do it all the way along. Yeah, sure, to there. That works. And you are going to push to here. Tanks. Where would be the easiest tank position? It would probably be up here. So let's send tanks. And we're going to have you pushing along the coast to take Vladivostok. You're taking Russia back for the Novo-Russians. You are the artillery shattering people. Smashy people. You can go here, you can go... That'll do. And then Witzben. My main man Witzben. You can do this front. Up to the Marines. Pushing to... I don't know. Sure, yeah, why not? Alright, off you go. Get into position. Oh, no, we have even more troops than that available. Middle East front. Yeah, you guys are no longer... Oh no, you are still active on a tiny little front. So actually, we're going to reduce the Marines front to just that. And we're going to cancel your current orders. And your orders are going to be to take this. That's a really weird way of doing that. There you go. It's to take that. Then you guys have your objective, that's fine. You guys need an objective. You can take this bit alongside the other Marines and you can go up to here, sure, why not? Like so. China front is on their way, and then we have a massive army pushing over to this side. Indians are still pressing in. Do we have anyone that has no orders? I don't think so. No, maybe. No, you have orders. We're going to halt with everyone. Are we? Because there's going to be a lot of shuffling to get into position. Yeah, we're going to halt with everything and we're going to do this humongous offensive when we're in position and ready. So get into position, get your preparation bonuses going, and get ready to go. Okay, you guys are doing good. Marvellous. How is our technology coming? 38 more days. Lovely. Alright. And how is our South China offensive? The tanks arrived yet? No. And we're suffering very low attrition, so what we should also do is China, stop your attack. Normal. Let's get some preparation bonus and the ability to start actually punching out and hitting stuff. Cool. I would really like Spain to give up, and then I can start shifting some troops around there. Wow, Thailand's taking a lot of casualties in sea. And so Spain. Guys, just deciding we'll take this land. That'll be a lot better, especially if you can take Barcelona. A bit late. Come here and help in the offensive, please. You come over here. You come and attack Barcelona. Okay, marvellous. I really want to move the battle fleet over to the Pacific. How is the Pacific fleet doing? Do we even have a Pacific fleet? We don't. So where are my ships going right now? You are set to auto. No. I'm going to set you to the battle fleet, and I'm basically just going to send the battle fleet over into the Pacific. They are basically supposed to be my rapid response squadron. So they need to be strong. And we really need manpower. I do kind of wish it told you how short you are. Okay. How are we doing? Did our tanks get through? Ah, tanks have just arrived. Fantastic. Even though we had no ships over here. Actually, the Chinese do. Nice. So, speaking of which, how are you guys doing? You're actually getting a pretty decent preparation bonus. Marvellous, marvellous. And how are you guys doing? Because there's going to be some serious troops streaming across Siberia right now. Speaking of streaming across Siberia, we need to do quite a few upgrades. So that's upgrading the mechanized, which eventually will mean that we can upgrade our light tanks. But the main upgrade that I was actually talking about was construction. Because we need these roads to go quite a lot further. And sure. Also down this way. And then we need a Trans-Siberia road too. in the land that I actually control. Like so. Wunderbar. And we have a whole boatload of repairs to do. So once we have rebuilt a more reasonable amount of power points, then I'm going to switch to repair focus again and get that stuff done, because that repair focus really makes your repairs go so much quicker. It's really quite powerful. Alright, so China is getting into position, guys. How long until we are? That is so many men moving across. I wonder what that's going to mean for attrition and supply. Wow, the Dutch have a huge army. How many troops do you have? How many divisions? 164. Go Netherlands! Nice. You are admittedly scraping the barrel, but you have not held back at all in producing new divisions, and you're actually still a fairly good strength. Like, as soon as you're losing troops, then that's it. They're gone, and you won't be recovering that strength. But otherwise, it's pretty impressive. And this little foray is tying up a lot of their forces, which makes me very happy. You are, however, taking a silly amount of attrition. Speaking of which, I need a bigger port down here to bring in supply. And those should be right at the very, very top of our production schedule. Alright, cool. "15 days till the new carrier, 18 days until the new carrier aircraft. We can switch production to those, and everything will be awesome. Because we have like 30 battleships in our battle fleet already. It's kind of ridiculous. The sooner we take out Spain, the happier I'll be. Because I can shift some of my other fleets over there. I can split them up, like the Mediterranean fleet. In fact, I can do that right now. Let's split up the Mediterranean fleet into two, because it's already pretty large. And then we'll have the second half of the Med fleet over here. We'll call it the Spanish fleet or something. Are you currently actually fighting? Yes. Where? You're just getting a convoy. Off go the destroyers. Go on, kill the convoy. Be good. Come on, come on. Haven't got all day. Kill them. Kill them all. And then I can move my battle fleet. I'll also need to decide where to station them. Oh, they're starting to take damage. They're not getting away. My destroyers are too fast. One down. Keep going. You're doing good. Two down. Three down. Okay, pause. Just double check the three that we've killed. Excellent. Split you in half. Second fleet. Your job is Spain. And you are going to be based in Brittany because it's one massive port. And you can have a commander. Schmidt. Oh, Raider's not currently commanding anything. Right, that would have been the Pacific Fleet, wouldn't it? Okay, and then you are patrolling those three. And then Battle Fleet. Now is your time to shine. Once you finish this fight. One cruiser. One convoy even. Oh man, your fleet is massive. Do you actually have submarines in your fleet? Might have to reassign those. Why have you got submarines in your fleet? I have submarine fleets for submarines. Oh, is this back from when we actually didn't rule the waves? Spain's capitulated. Okay, I don't actually need the Spanish fleet. But I'll leave them there anyway because I seem to be catching quite a few convoys coming through. This being like the main convoy through fare. Ireland seems to be trying to shift troops around. Poor Ireland. Okay, so Donitz. Your new objective is over here. Where do we want you based? That's a level 3. I want the highest level possible. 3, 6. Don't tell me you can't get over there. You can totally get over there. Right. Oh, you're in combat still. Damn it. Alright, come on. Finish this combat. You and the Ukrainian Navy? Yep. Ukraine, 2 battleships? Really? I'm impressed. I'm actually genuinely impressed. Come on, kill them. Let's go. Kill them. 2 down. 1 to go. Long range. Bang bang. Stop. Right, you. Hold your position. You are going to be based out of... Where was it? Here? No. Damn it, what base was it? That one. Java. And your job is going to be search and destroy. South China Sea. East China Sea. Yellow Sea. No, that's not right. It's going to be South China Sea, Philippine Sea, Bismarck Sea. I'm trying to see where the most convoys are, but those are my convoys, they're not theirs. Actually, I think they're everyone's convoys. No, they are mine. So no, we are going to go with South China Sea, East China Sea, and then that one, because this tends to be a high traffic area. Alright, go and do that. It'll take you a while to get over there, but when you do, you're going to be kicking ass and taking names. Okay, new carrier. I think that we should go up to the level 3 carrier. The Graf Zeppelin. And then 3 days, we can get the new naval bombers. And that'll be awesome. Okay, are we ready to start pushing out? I think a lot of you are still in the process of arriving. You are. And there it is. Okay, fantastic. 48. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to get the infantry equipment because we're actually kind of behind in that. Let's grab improved infantry equipment 3. And then we are going to upgrade the aeroplanes. And then we're going to start building them. Production. Aeroplanes. Naval carrier, naval bomber 3. We want maximum range, maximum engine. Okay, maybe a little less range, just so we can keep the reliability up to a reasonable level. And that will do. Save. Build. And then... oh, we're also building the older naval bombers. Yeah. Go ahead and upgrade. Okay, so these bad boys, I want top of the freaking list. I want lots of them. And I want lots of them. And I also want some of the carrier fighter 3s. But not as many. Now, let's go to the air system, and I'm going to double check my carriers. I have 3 fleets with carriers. That was the best way of doing this. I was hoping I could filter by carrier groups, but apparently I can't. It's just these. Naval bombers. Fighters. I'll leave it as whatever it is. You'll get your upgrades as and when you get them. Alright, cool. Well, I think that is going to be it for this episode. So, thank you very much for watching. If you are enjoying this series so far, then please do hit that like button. If you haven't done so already, then do consider subscribing. And if you have any tips or advice for me, let me know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.